Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, I've created the ultimate sin. I've installed Windows 11 on my Ryzen 7 system, and, well, I hate to tell you this, but I love it. It is great. Far, far better than Windows 10 or anything else. Although it does have a few little buggies I've noticed that some of them will drive you a little nuts, but otherwise, not bad. Now, I do have a problem with my audio being picked up, as I'm sure you're noticing the static and stuff, and not quite so loud a volume, and everything's cranked up pretty high. Part of that problem is thanks to a Windows 10 update I got a few weeks ago. It completely messed with my desktop mic, which just plugs into my regular 1/8 inch mini jack on the back of the computer. It also messed with the built-in mic on my camera. So, not happy with that. I'm going to have to get a USB mic, I guess, and plug it in, or temporarily move my USB box onto this and record through a better mic that way, and hopefully that fixes the issue until I can afford a USB mic. So, anyways, in the meantime, that is definitely one problem that has been carried into Windows 11 with my mic. The other quirk is this. Type here to search. Sure. But it's taken us to a completely different area. It's taken us here. Well, this is this, and this is where it takes you. Why don't you just launch the search app to begin with? Why would they even put a search bar here when it doesn't actually even work? It's stupid. Okay, icon graphics, way better improved, even on 2K resolution. It's great. They've done a wonderful job with pixelation, presentation, coloration, color balancing is much better. Definitely liking it. I'm also loving the gameplay in Far Cry right now, and a few other games I've tried. I've gotten some graphic enhancements. We will do a gaming on Windows 11 video, or 2 or 3 for you, to show you the enhancements there at that time. Definitely worth going to 11 to do it. So, still not as good as a Mac running Windows with the same games for the PC versions, but a lot better than it was on Windows 10, I'll say that for sure. Okay, old school, all apps, click on it. It's the same stuff. One thing that people are really ticked off about, annoyed, is this whole centering of everything, especially with the Windows bar here, okay, like your tab for this area. Everybody's used to having it over on the left hand side with the search pane down here. Well, you know what? That search pane is fine, but the problem is when you start growing enough icons, it creates an overlap, and then you get this stupid little bar somewhere in between your icons of your programs that you got to click to show more. And it's like, that's annoying. Now we have the whole free run of the width of our screen. That's great. I love that. Okay? That's awesome. Wi-Fi area. I love clicking on this. It's like, okay, night light, by the way, is stupid. It actually graphically pukes things out, so don't even use it for gameplay unless you want to throw up. Accessibility, focus assist, of course mobile hotspot. I'm already hotspotting off of my iPad, but I can hotspot this to another computer. Fun. Of course, we've had access to that for a while. This is neat, though. They gave us an on and off switch here now. And so they kind of pulled a Macintosh Big Sur kind of modification with that. And of course Monterey has the same thing too. They changed it enough visually though that, Apple's not going to crab at them for it. So, that's actually a good thing. But I like how this is set up now. That's fantastic. I love the settings area, though we're not going to go in there because some of my personal information shows up. And I'm trying to do a quick and dirty video, not a lengthy video today. So when I get to it, I'll do a lengthy video, and then you guys can have fun sitting here for a few hours. Anyways, so otherwise, things are great, other than my camera app. So my audio's been messed with on my camera and my desk mic, but my camera itself, sometimes when you boot the camera app, you don't get a picture, but this time we got lucky, we got a picture. We don't always get it. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You got to relaunch. So, and I've already gotten a pile of updates as it is. I just put Windows 11 on today, And I got a bunch of updates, including Chrome updates and updates for a couple programs that just needed it because of Windows 11 garbage. It's like, oh wow, I didn't expect to have to update a bunch of programs either, but apparently I did, because now they're out of date. Thankfully, though, none of my games were affected, and I am so in shock that none of my games have been chopped. Like even Dungeon Lords, that's like a Windows XP Vista game, and I have a lot of Vista XP games that won't even install on this computer, but this one it did. As well, so did the Godfather 2, works on this, and it carries over Windows 11 and still works. I also have an entire Terra drive loaded with games to install that I should have had installed on Windows 10 a while back when I reloaded, but I didn't do it yet, so yeah. But we'll get to that when we do our gaming videos. It's going to be a series of different videos with gaming, and I'll let you know what's improved or did anything improve, kind of thing. But so far, I will say this. Far Cry, the water improved. My dinghy boat with the outboard motor on it, wow. Water, even better, okay? You can kind of see the washing of the sand up on the beach, cracks in the ground that you couldn't visually see before. They were either blurred out or non-existent. The wash from the back of the engine on the boat, you can actually see more of it now, where before you either saw very little or it was just basically blurred out that you couldn't actually tell what it was. Now it's actually a little bit more visual. Not quite as visual as it could be, but it's improving. So Windows 11 actually improves and enhances gameplay in a lot of games. Now some it may not affect at all. It's hard to say. Depends on the games you're playing, I guess. But it will help with a lot of games to improve them much better. So that's a bonus. Okay, we love bonuses. We got some bonuses there. So as far as going to Windows 11 goes, though, I say do it. I mean, what have you got to lose? Every single operating system that has ever come out of Microsoft, ever, has always been loaded with bugs, even right to the end of the support of that OS. It's had bugs and problems. So this is just another thing where you're going to have more bugs and problems as well in Windows 11. Some of them just never appeared before. Now all of a sudden, we have some. My audio has been screwed over since that Windows 10 update, and still is, for microphones. And so now I may have to buy a really good quality USB mic, or hook my studio equipment temporarily when I want to do a screenshot video like this, or do something with my camera on this computer. It's kind of one of those things, right? So in the end, I'm definitely going to opt out and just buy a better mic. But, I've got what I've got for now, and it's been working, but now it's kind of staticky, and I also can't get the same output either that I got before. That was another thing that's been drastically reduced, is the signal going into the computer and outputting through the video is a lot less, even though things are jacked right to the hilt pretty well. I mean, it's just, there are some issues here, okay, rightly so. Anyway, but you can still navigate to a certain point old school with your device manager, easy enough. Your control panels, most of your control panels are going to be completely old school, going at them this way, going through the main settings. You're going to have extras that you'll be able to do that you couldn't do before. Now you can do extras. Now, here's another little thing here I want to show you. That I want to do this so that you know what's going on. So let's unpin that. Now, normally we used to be able to take a program and just drag it down here and do it. Can't do it now. Okay, so what if we open this up and we try and drag it in here? Nope, can't do it. Okay, what if we say pin to the start? Okay, well, yep, we can pin it to the start. But can we take it from the start and bring it down here? No, we can't do that. What is really up with this? That's got to drive you nuts, right? So, how do we get this down here where we want it? Well, that's easy. Right-click it, show more options, pin to start. Oh, no, we pinned to the wrong one. More options. Okay, where do we want this? We want this in the taskbar. Okay, so we have to find out where we can pin it. Oh, there you go, pinned to taskbar. Now it's in the taskbar. Now we can put it wherever we want. We can go back up to the start. We can either leave it here because we kind of boo-booed and put it in there. We can uninstall the program. We don't want to do that. We just want to get rid of it from the start. We don't want it there. But now we can move it anywhere we want in here. You still can't drag it and drop it, but you can right-click it. You can go to More Options, and then you can tell it to pin to the start. Okay? So, and because it's already in there, in the taskbar, sorry, I said pin to start, but we want to, because it's already in the taskbar, we can't re-put it back in there. Okay, but we can unpin it, and then we can go More Options, and then we can pin it back to the taskbar. Okay, so it's a little different on doing stuff than from before, and it's not that big of a learning curve. And the extra options we get are really cool, even in right-clicking stuff. You know, we get a lot more options than we did before. Even when we're just in this area, we can trash it, we can share it, we can rename, you know, paste Control V, copy, cut it out completely, you know, compress to zip file, copy as a pathway. We can check our properties, our OneDrive, share with Skype, you know, and then we go in here and we got all this stuff. I mean, there's a lot of extra goodies that we never had before that makes our life a lot simpler and easier, okay? And that's the important thing. Microsoft is actually making things easier in one sense, but a bit of a learning curve to do it. But once you go around it, you'll be going click, crazy with your mouse button and just running through this thing like a madman and having no issues, okay? Microsoft, again, they do have some things to fix, obviously. It is a new operating system. It's only been out for a couple of weeks now. Canadians just got it. Like, I just got my copy to download today. I think it was today or yesterday, but I did it today. I got it yesterday, but I did it today. And I'm happy I did. And I'm not going to, press the little undo button either. But you do only have 10 days. And if you haven't done it in 10 days and you want to do it after the 10 days, then you're going to have to back up all your important stuff you don't want to lose. And then you're going to have to start up with either a USB flash disk or a CD. And you're going to have to reformat your drive, reinstall everything right from scratch, do all your updates to Windows 10, and then say, no, I don't want Windows 11. Okay? And right now, Windows 11 is free for a certain amount of time. So if you get it for free now and you keep it, it stays free. Okay? If you get it and you undo it and then time expires, then you're going to have to pay for it. So which way do you want to go with this? Because they will improve it. They will work out bugs. I mean, and there will always be new bugs because some bugs were fixed. Now new bugs will happen. It is like that for every computer platform in the world. I don't care what OS it is, Just some people don't want the bugs that are going to crop up. So they want to stay old, and that's fine. I mean, I have a lot of older Mac computers just because of games that I can't play on my newer computer that work on my other 4 or 5 older Macs, okay? And each one of those Macs has games on it that it can only run on a certain OS and won't run on a newer OS on a newer Mac from it. So I have multiple Mac computers for that, and then I get to play all my stuff, So, and I still have Windows 10 that's on my Macintosh mid-2012 laptop because I run Boot Camp to get Windows 10 on there. And I can run the Mac OS Catalina and I can run Windows 10, so either way, I win. So, anyways, so that's pretty much about it for this video. My first impressions and all, other than a couple little buggies, I'm really liking it. I'm really loving the enhancements in the games for the graphics. That was a good improvement. Still nowhere near my Mac playing the same games on Windows on the Mac, but far better than what it was before on Windows 10. I will say that. I am very pleased. So that's going to really make things a lot more happier to play games now. So anyway, that's what I got for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and smash the bell for notifications. like I said, we will have some gaming with Windows 11 videos coming in the next while. I just have to get the time, and I got a lot more games I got to reinstall yet, and see how many don't reinstall will be interesting, if any. But anyways, thanks and see ya.